Hello guys, today we will be studying about the current, electric current. Okay, so we study in electrostatics that whenever our charge Q is at rest, जब अपना चार्ज रेस्ट पे होता है तो क्या होता है? Whenever our charge is at rest, then we study about the electrostatics. Electron at static position, electrostatics. But whenever this charge, Q charge, is at motion, what is the state of the electron in this? It is at motion. But what kind of motion? It is accelerated motion or constant velocity motion. So if we have two conditions here. If it is constant velocity, then we will study this kind of topic in the electric current. Okay, but another case comes where we have acceleration of electrons. That means variable velocity. Okay, so those things we'll study in the magnetism. Fine. So our topic will be electric current. So getting these things, our charge, if it is at rest, then we have studied in the electrostats that there can be cases like this. We have studied like triangle. We have charge here, we have charge here, we have one charge here, or we have a distributed charge like on the ring or on certain rod like this. So this kind of question we have studied where we have fixed charge which is at rest, not moving. But in this chapter of electric current, our charge will be moving, and it will be moving with constant velocity. You will be feeling like it is the acceleration, like we will be studying a topic after this, where you will feel like it is an electric field, which is electron is feeling a certain amount of constant force, and it is driven by acceleration, but it is not moving with the acceleration. It is moving with what? Constant velocity. So our topic right now will be constant velocity motion in the electric current. So let's move. I will be telling a certain story right now. This our current new topic, electric current. Electric current. Okay. So put it in the heading. So now I want to tell you a story, a fantastic but a scientific story. We call it classical story of electric current, and put bracket right down drift velocity. So we'll be studying about drift velocity. We will understand about the concept of drift velocity of electrons. Okay. So we studied that whenever electron, let's suppose this is a conductor. This is a conductor of certain L length, okay, and a cross section area. Let's suppose this is a conductor. It is an isolated conductor. What do you mean by isolated conductor? Isolated conductor means I have kept it somewhere away in from the contact of battery or any ground or anything which can pass its charges out of it. इसके बाहर इसके चार्ज नहीं निकल पाए, ऐसी कंडीशन में मैंने इसको रखा है। सपोज मैंने स्पेस में इसको रख दिया, तो सपोज मैंने इसको स्पेस के अंदर रख दिया है, so in that case if I apply an electric field here, let's suppose E external is acting this way, electric field and vector quantity, it is acting this side. So what's going to happen inside this conductor? We know in the electrostatics we studied that electric field inside a conductor, E inside. Notice here I have written here E inside. E inside a conductor. E inside a conductor. In which condition? In isolated condition is equal to 0. This thing we have studied in electrostatics. Okay. So what happened? Why it is like that? Because whenever E external is acting on a certain electron present in this, you know that you might have noticed, or there is a 10 to the power 29 electrons present per meter cube, or volume you can say, per meter cube inside a conductor like copper. So it is huge amount of electrons are present inside a conductor. Okay, so what's going to happen with these if we are applying an external electric field? These electrons going to feel a force in opposite direction to the electric field. So what's going to happen? A negative charge will be accumulated on this side of this conductor, and because all the negative charge will be accumulated, a positive charge will be accumulated on this side of the conductor. So this charge is accumulated charge. Okay, so charge is accumulated. So so if this charge is accumulated, and what happened if this charge, certain amount of charge is there, this charge got accumulated, what will happen? There will be E induced will start acting in the negative direction of this electric field. Getting it? पहले क्या हो रहा था? पहले इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड लगा, जैसे ही लगा फट से क्या हो गया, चार्ज इधर उधर एक्यूमुलेट हो गए और एक इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड इधर से लगना चालू हो गया। ठीक है, सो यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है ना, जैसे अपन ये पढ़ते हैं, तो क्यों ये रिजल्ट कहाँ से आ रहा है? क्योंकि इनका जो इनसाइड अगर अपन इसके अंदर उतर के देखते हैं तो जो टोटल है वो कितना है? 0 है। सो E external plus E induced is equal to 0, means this is negative of this। इसी एक्सप्रेशन को अपन क्या लिख सकते हैं? E induced is negative of E external, right? This is correct expression क्योंकि नेगेटिव है। ठीक है, तो ये हमने यहाँ से एक्सप्रेशन आ गया। और अगर मैं इस सपोज करो यहाँ पे 28 डिग्री है और यहाँ पे 25 डिग्री है, और मैं कहूँ कि यहाँ पे क्योंकि इनसाइड अगर मैं इसके अंदर उतर के देखूँ तो क्या इसके अंदर इलेक्ट्रॉन मूव कर रहे होंगे? अगर मैं देखूँ तो क्योंकि इसके अंदर जो टोटल इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड है वो तो 0 है, तो क्या है जो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स है, क्योंकि पॉजिटिव चार्ज जो होते हैं वो तो एक तरह से अपना जो कर्नल्स होते हैं, मतलब अपने जो प्रोटॉन्स होते हैं, जो टोटल एक पूरा एटम होता है, उसमें से कुछ इलेक्ट्रॉन निकल के जाते हैं, तो अपना एटम तो वहीं का वहीं रहने वाला है। तो पॉजिटिव चार्ज तो एक्यूमुलेट क्यों हुआ, क्योंकि उससे नेगेटिव चार्ज निकल जाएगा। सो अपन निकलना किसको बोलते हैं कि इलेक्ट्रॉन निकल गए, ठीक है। तो क्योंकि अंदर इसके एक्यूमुलेशन हो गया, ई इंड्यूस हो गया, और जो इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड है वो टोटल नेगेटिव आ रहा है। ये जो इलेक्ट्रिक इंड्यूस है, इंड्यूस्ड जो इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड है वो किसके बराबर है, मतलब इसके अंदर जो टोटल लग रहा है वो जीरो है। अगर बाहर से देखें तो इसके अंदर ई इंड्यूस लग रहा है और बाहर ई एक्सटर्नल लग रहा है, ठीक है। और अपन यहाँ से कह सकते हैं कि अगर मैं पूछूं आपसे कि इसके अंदर इलेक्ट्रॉन मूव कर रहे होंगे, इलेक्ट्रॉन एकदम शांति से बैठे हैं या फिर वो मूव कर रहे हैं, क्या कह सकते हैं इस बारे में? Electrons are moving inside this, or they are at rest, not moving at all, not doing any movement. Because there I have provided you some temperature difference here, 28 degree outside and 25 degree inside. So I can say because of the thermal difference or thermal energy, I can say because of the thermal energy, electron inside will be moving at certain velocity. Okay, what will the velocity? Normally, velocity of the electron is velocity of, or I can say speed. Velocity means it is having certain direction, but I am writing speed because it is thermal velocity. It will not be in certain direction. अगर मैं velocity उसको लिखता हूँ, what is the speed is 10⁵ मीटर पर सेकेंड। अगर मैं वेलोसिटी लिखूं मतलब उसका कुछ डायरेक्शन हो जाए, अगर इसी डायरेक्शन में सारे इलेक्ट्रॉन चलने लगे तो जो करंट होता है उसकी डायरेक्शन अपोजिट टू इलेक्ट्रॉन होने लगे, मैं उसको हाथ लगाऊं तो करंट मारेगा। बट ऐसा बिना उसके अंदर इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड हो गया, उनको कोई भी मेटल जो है मेटल चुपचाप रखी है और उनको करंट मारने लगे तो इट इज वेरी डेंजरस। ओके, सो स्पीड ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स की स्पीड जो है 10⁵ मीटर पर सेकेंड है, ठीक है। वाई? बिकॉज ऑफ थर्मल एनर्जी। नाउ व्हाट आई एम डूइंग एंड what do you think is force is acting on this? So write down till here, okay, pause the video and write down. So this is our speed, okay. So what if now I ground it or I provide a battery to it? I am connecting a battery here to here so that this accumulation is removed. What I am doing is, let's see. You can see there is a temperature difference also, and I am connecting it to the battery. Let's suppose voltage V battery I have connected. Okay, voltage V. So positive charge here. This negative charge will be removed from here because of the battery, and this positive charge also will be removed from here. So if both the charges, accumulated charge is got removed, so E induced also will be removed from here. Okay. If E induced is removed, what is the total force acting on an electron? Suppose this is the electron, and because E induced earlier, what was the factor which was acting on the electron? E induced also acting, E external also acting. But right now, only E externally is acting. So if I see an electron inside it, I zoom it and see what is the force electron feeling is. What is the force on a charge? QE, and here this is E. Q is here is electron, so it is EE. Since if I want to get a acceleration from here, what it will be? EE divided by m. This is the acceleration it will be feeling toward like this. So earlier there was no net electric field, but right now total electric field is external inside this conductor. So acceleration of this electron is this amount of acceleration is acting on the electron. So it should move with some certain acceleration, but what we see in current, there is constant velocity. We have seen earlier, I have told you that in the current there will be constant velocity, but here acceleration acting. So how it is happening? So what is happening here, जब भी कोई भी इलेक्ट्रॉन जो है उसके ऊपर क्या हो रहा है ना, कि जैसे इलेक्ट्रॉन के ऊपर एक्सेलरेशन तो लग रहा है, लेकिन जब भी जैसे कोई इलेक्ट्रॉन है, अब ये इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड महसूस कर रहा है इस साइड, जैसे ये निकलता है किसी भी एटम के बाहर तो फील करता है कि हाँ मुझे इधर जाना है, टारगेट ये, लेकिन इसके बाहर एक कर्नल बैठा हुआ है, एटम बैठा हुआ है जिसके ऊपर पॉजिटिव चार्ज है, वो इसको इधर खींच देगा, इसमें घुस गया। फिर ड्यू टू थर्मल जो एनर्जी है उसकी वजह से सपोज करो यही इलेक्ट्रॉन या दूसरा इलेक्ट्रॉन निकल के बाहर यहाँ से निकला, तो फिर इसने देखा कि अरे बाहर तो इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड लग रहा है, तो इसको वापस जाना चाहिए, ये वापस जाने की कोशिश करेगा, लेकिन सपोज करो यहाँ पे एक कर्नल है, ठीक है, तो ये निकला जैसे ही जाने की कोशिश करेगा वापस घुस जाएगा, ठीक है, सपोज करो ये घुस गया अंदर, वापस से निकला किसी भी सिचुएशन में, एक ही इलेक्ट्रॉन या दूसरा इलेक्ट्रॉन, तो निकला और देखा कि इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड लग रहा है, तो इस साइड जाने की कोशिश करेगा, लेकिन सपोज करो यहाँ पे एक कर्नल है, तो ये जाने की कोशिश करेगा, इसके अंदर घुस जाएगा। सो दिस काइंड ऑफ मोशन इट इज डूइंग। सो यू कैन सी यहाँ पे उसके बाद कुछ नेट वेलोसिटी नहीं है, वो जा रहा है, घुस रहा है, टकरा रहा है, जा रहा है, निकला, घुस गया, इस तरह से उसके पास स्पीड तो है, वो जाके यहाँ पे सपोज करो यहाँ से जब वो निकला तो u1 वेलोसिटी से वो निकला और यहाँ पे तक पहुँचता सर्टेन वेलोसिटी उसकी बढ़ी, लेकिन यहाँ वापस उसके अंदर जाके घुस गया, यहाँ से निकला जब u2 था, इनिशियल वेलोसिटी u2 थर्मल एनर्जी इज u2, बट जब वो यहाँ पे पहुँचा उसके पास एक्सेलरेशन तो आया, इस फोर्स की वजह से ये एक्सेलरेशन आया और इसकी वेलोसिटी कितनी हो गई, v2 हो गई, ठीक है, लेकिन वो वापस यहीं पे जीरो हो गई, यू कैन सी इट क्लियरली, यहाँ पे इसकी जो है जीरो हो गई, और ये जो टाइम जो लग रहा है एक कोलिजन से दूसरे कोलिजन के बीच में, इसको अपन टाउ बोलते हैं, ठीक है, ये सपोज करो टाउ 1 है, ये सपोज करो टाउ 2 है, और ये जो डिस्प्लेसमेंट है इन दोनों कोलिजन के बीच में, इसको अपन लैम्डा बोलते हैं, ठीक है, ये सपोज करो लैम्डा 1 एंड दिस इज सपोज लैम्डा 2। सो दिस काइंड ऑफ मोशन इज हैपनिंग हियर। सो अपन क्या देखते हैं इसके अंदर कि एक्सेलरेशन तो है इसके पास, ठीक है, लेकिन जो वेलोसिटी है वो कांस्टेंट है, क्यों है, क्योंकि ये हाथ वहां जाते हैं, कर्नल से टकरा जा रहा है। सो वी राइट दैट इट सीम्स लाइक the velocity seems like the velocity of electron will keep on increasing, but अपन को लग क्या रहा है कि एक्सटर्नल एक्सेलरेशन फोर्स लग रहा है, सो इसकी वेलोसिटी बढ़ती जाएगी, बट ड्यू टू कोलिजन विद कर्नल्स के साथ कोलिजन की वजह से जो अपना इलेक्ट्रॉन है उसकी वेलोसिटी कांस्टेंट है, ठीक है, वेरिएबल नहीं, velocity of electron is constant. Kernel, the velocity of charges or electrons is constant. What is that? 10 to the power minus 5 meter per second. We call it drift velocity. What do we call it? Drift velocity. So you get first definition of drift velocity. Okay. Right. This is the speed of. This is the amount of electron present in conductor. So this is drift velocity, right? It seems like electron is moving in the acceleration, but due to the collision with the kernels, the velocity of electron is not increasing continuously, but it is constant. And what it is? 10 to the power minus 5 meter. This 4, I think. This 4. This 10 to the power minus 4 meter per second, and we call it drift velocity. So, if I write here, if there is one kernel and another kernel, if an electron moving with Vd velocity, we will call it Vd in our derivations further, and tau is the average time period and lambda is the mean, then there will be expression of Vd we will call lambda mean upon tau average. This expression may be useful further also, but if somebody asks in terms of tau and lambda, the expression of Vd will be this. So write down till here, and further we'll be doing expression for the Vd. So from here we can say, if I want to rub, I'm removing this. So E external is acting. Okay, E external is acting continuously. E external. So if I want to, I can write. You can see I can write V1. If I want to find this velocity V2 or V1 or like this V3 of the electrons, so what I can see, U1, which is initial thermal velocity, which is almost zero, U1 plus A tau average. What is the tau? Time taken between two successive collisions. This is the tau. Similarly, I can write for V2 also. Okay, U2 plus A. A is constant because acceleration acting on every electron is same. A and tau. It is not average. This is T1 and this is T2. Here we are taking different tau for every electron. So like this we can write for n. Okay, till n. Till n you can write. So from here this expression, what we can see, if I want to write average velocity, if I want to write V average velocity, what I can see, U1 plus U2 plus like this UN divided by n plus, if I remove this for a moment, A into tau 1 plus tau 2 plus tau 3 like this, tau n divided by n. So what will be the V average? This expression will be 0 because this is the initial thermal velocity, it is almost 0, and it will be, V average will be equal to A into tau average. Okay, this is the first expression, A tau average. Now if we proceed further, write down till here. Okay, and rub it. Let me remove this definition. If I want to write it in the expression of voltage and the length of conductor, because we will be studying further voltage, current in this chapter, because this is the current chapter. So if I write like this, if this is my, if suppose this is my conductor, okay, this is connected with the battery, voltage V, length of it is suppose L, LE external is acting, okay, voltage is V. So from in electrostats what we study, del V is equal to E dot del X, dx we study, here I can write dV. If I integrate this, voltage will be E into L, dx will be, total integration will be L. So from here what I can say, E equal to V by L. What is the V here? V is voltage here. Now don't be confused in these both things, V average or VD. I wrote something. VD, this is drift velocity, equal to drift velocity. This is VD, drift velocity. So don't confuse in the VD, V average and V. V is voltage here, okay? So E equal to V by L. Now if I want to use this expression of A equal to this, what will be the VD? Drift velocity will be equal to A into tau. I am using this expression, and I am using expression of A from here, this one, okay? So E divided by M into what? V divided by L. So from here VD, I have written wrong. I should write A tau average. Okay, so VD, if I write like expression of E from here, EV divided by LM into tau average. So this is the expression of drift velocity in terms of voltage, in terms of length of the conductor, okay, in terms of tau. Okay, write down D here. I am doing this part of this. Okay, I am doing this. Okay, I think you can pause and go further. So we have expression of drift velocity in terms of voltage and also in terms of tau and length of the conductor and mass of electron. This is mass of electron. So if I want to go further and I want to find the expression in terms of I, in terms of current, how I can do that? Let's see. Focus here. Okay. Let's suppose I am cutting a cross section from here. A cross section from here. So let's suppose I am cutting a cross section from here also. Let's suppose there was some electron on this side. Okay. There was some electron moving due to the acceleration or velocity, constant velocity. Okay, till here, till this question, you can say this was this pen was this long, and I cut it from here. So electron inside this on this surface and beyond this are there, usually till here electron are there. So I want to calculate. Let's suppose I want to calculate flow of charge. Let me write an expression for current also. What is current? What is the expression of current? What is current? Let me define this here, then we will proceed on that. What is the current? We write current is the, what is the current? flow of charge. Rate of flow of charge. So definition is rate of charge flow. Rate of charge flow is called current. dq by dt. I equal to dp by dt. So this is also I can write I equal to, this is I इंस्टेंटेनियस. अगर मुझे किसी इंस्टेंट पे कोई जैसे सपोज कोई वायर है, किसी इंस्टेंट पे मुझे अगर देखना है कि कितना करंट इसमें फ्लो हो रहा है, सो वी कॉल इट इंस्टेंटेनियस करंट. If I want to write average current, so I will write this expression in d del q divided by del t, delta t. Suppose this is a wire, तो मुझे डेल्टा टाइम, डेल्टा मतलब 0 सेकंड पे कितना था और 5 सेकंड पे कितना हो गया, ऐसे मुझे देखना है. तो कैसे देखूंगा मैं? ऐसे टाइम डिफरेंस दूंगा, 0 सेकंड और 5 सेकंड इसके अंदर डालूंगा. ठीक है. We have not done the questions on this, so we need to do some questions on this. Okay, so I will show you further. So these are the two expressions. This is current, average current. Both the formula are important from JEE and board point of view. Okay, so we know what is the current now. So write it in a different ways and continue this phase. Okay, so we know the current is this. I can write it here also. I equal to dq by dt. I have written this side. Okay, so I am doing this right now. So in the dt time, if I take dt time, what will happen in the dt time? If I take dt time, let's suppose this is dt time, we have velocity of electron. So what is the velocity of electron? Vd. So in the Vd velocity, let's suppose this is the, what will be the expression if I multiply both of these? This is the length, total length covered by electron from in between these two cross sections. Let's suppose this is some dx I have cut, which is equal to cross section length of this conductor. I have cut on dx, which is equal to Vd into dt. Okay, so this length is equal to Vd into dt. Okay, understand? I am writing it like I can write it here also. This is Vd. If I want to remove the dx, I can write directly Vd into dt. Okay, there is no problem in this because I am simply writing the length. I assumed length to be x or dx and then Vd into dt. Now in the dt time, whatever the electron at this point will travel to this extent. यहाँ तक ये सारे इलेक्ट्रॉन ट्रेवल कर गए होंगे. कैसे कह सकते हैं? क्योंकि अपन ने dt टाइम लिया. dt टाइम के अंदर अपन ने जो भी चार्जेस ट्रेवल किया है वो अपन ने लिया है. ठीक है. So what we can write, charge from this, let's suppose this is cross section 1 and this is cross section 1 days. Charge flown in dt time from cross section 1 is equal to number of electron this whatever the amount of electron passed, number of electron inside shaded cross, inside a shaded area, shaded region. How I can say it like this, जितना भी अपना यहाँ से सपोज करो ये क्रॉस सेक्शन था, dt टाइम के अंदर अपने देखा, एक टाइम इंटरवल के अंदर देखा कि इलेक्ट्रॉन यहाँ से यहाँ चले गए, ठीक है, उतने पे अपन ने देख के वहीं पे रोक दिया, ठीक है। सो इस शेडेड रीजन के अंदर, ये जो शेडेड रीजन आया, इसके अंदर अपन अगर dt टाइम में वो इतना ही ट्रेवल किया, तो जो चार्जेस जो भी है इसके जो ट्रेवल किया वही अपन को निकालने हैं, वही अपन फाइंड कर रहे हैं, उसी को अपन कैलकुलेट करके निकाल देंगे कि करंट कितना फ्लो हुआ, ठीक है। तो चार्ज फ्लो इन dt टाइम क्रॉस सेक्शन, यहाँ से यहाँ तक जो चार्ज फ्लो हुआ वो कितना है, नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन इन द शेडेड रीजन। जो dt टाइम का जो टाइम स्टार्टिंग था, dt टाइम का जो खत्म था, वो ये वाला इंटरवल है, इस इंटरवल के अंदर अपन देख रहे हैं, तो इसके अंदर जो भी है वो अपन अपना चार्ज फ्लो निकल जाएगा। सो व्हाट आई कैन राइट, चार्ज फ्लो in dt time equal to dq equal to, I have to tell you some expression here, n जो है, n जो लिखते हैं अपन, वो होता है नंबर ऑफ फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन्स और इलेक्ट्रॉन डेंसिटी, L इक्वल टू फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन डेंसिटी, और आई कैन से इलेक्ट्रॉन number of free electron per unit volume, okay, per unit volume. So if I want to write this volume, how I can write, dV into dt into its area. Okay, this is the volume I have. If I want to write the density, then I will multiply with the n. Okay, so this is the charge flow. Okay, so I have expression of dq. If I take dt from here, dq by dt is equal to I. So what I have, n dd into A. Okay, I have not written the charge here, into charge, because number of electron in shaded region. So this is the volume into multiplied by the charge, total charge. So this is multiplied by electron, number of electrons, a charge on one electron. So this is the expression for VDNA, Vina. Write it down. Okay, expression for current. Okay, this it needs one more lecture, because we have come till Vina, VDENA. A is the cross section. Okay, now we can remove from these expression, we can remove the VD also, and we can find the expression for R also, and expression in terms of voltage also. We can put VD instead of VD this expression, and we will find in the term of tau and the voltage and length of the conductor. So I think it is clear till now. Okay, we will see next in the next lecture.